Is the sound working alright?
Yes.
Hello and welcome back to another How to Bloke. This time you can find me in my little, what can I put it, herb garden? Don't really. It's a few things I keep going for cooking, right? Now because I like a curry a lot, I keep my own supply of coriander, you know, cilantro. Now the thing about this stuff is that in the supermarket, fresh, it costs quite a bit. And unless you freeze something or use it straight away, it can be, you chuck most of it away. So, what I like to do is grow my own. Now, I do this cheaply, right, on the cheap, because that's the sort of kind of guy I am, you know, cheap guy. This pot here that I grow these two really, that grow my cilantro or coriander in, is about 5 years old. Now, I don't mean the pots themselves, they're much older, but the plants themselves. Now, coriander is an annual, it's not perennial, so what it does, it grows, it produces flowers, the flowers turn into seeds, which are these things, and the seeds you can use in cooking. You can use the whole plant, the whole thing. But what I do is I harvest some of the cilantro or coriander, only for cooking, the leaves and whatnot, but I let some of them grow and flower and become seeds like this, you see? So these are just plant seeds. So what are you going to do with those? Well, I'll tell you what I've done. This is what I've done just a minute ago. But what you basically do is you take the plant like this and you pull the seeds off. Can you get this on camera, person? You pull the seeds off like this, look. That's basically what you do. So that's what you do. And you do that. You don't have to have, I mean, this is enough seeds for like a lot of pots. So I'm going to save some for another pot, but I just wanted to show you. Now, where you get these seeds from initially, you can go and buy them in the garden centre, of course you can. And they sell them, they're different, there's millions of varieties of coriander. But what I do, and it's again because I'm doing it cheaply, I buy, a long time ago, I bought some coriander seeds from the supermarket, you know, in the pot, in the big pot, you know. Because they're cheap. If you go to the garden centre, you pay a lot of money for a tiny little packet. And I bought some seeds from a lot of seeds for cooking from a supermarket, right? Tons, hundreds and hundreds, for very cheaply. So that's what I did. All right, perhaps they're not as viable as the seeds from in the packet, you know, the proper seeds for sowing. But most of them worked, you know. It's good. So anyway, what I've done is, look, go back here in camera person. So I'm going to take this out now, and I'm going to make another pot up of this in a minute. So there's a few more seeds in there, like that. Okay, that one can come out, and this one can come out. I'm not going to throw them away. I'm going to harvest the seeds from them. Okay. So what we're going to do now, the way I do it. I mean, I'm not a gardener. You know, I tinker in the garden. So what I'm going to do now is get rid of all the other bits and pieces that I've got here. I need leaves and whatnot. Right, get rid of any old flotsam and jetsam. Like that, some more seeds there. Now, the seeds I just scurry it around like this. Now you do need to kind of like fertilise them a little bit. You just won't keep growing in the same pot unless you give them some food, you know, and water of course. So what I do is, this is here, I've got some, this is horse manure that's been rotted down and I haven't got any horses. I bought it from a garden centre. But it's really quite rich, you know. You can't really, don't put too much of this on, but what I need to do is just cover it like that. Just cover it like that. And do that. And then, now you think, well, you put the seeds too low down, you know, too deep. I haven't, because they will come up. And they will come up. And there you go. Now, I haven't got a picture to show you, obviously, of the whole thing growing. But there's a little one here coming up here. Look, you can see that. That's the cilantro there, or coriander. So that'll grow up, get all bushy, and cut it and put it in here. It's important for curries and things, Asian cooking, you know, it really is. You can't really do without it. Well, you can, but it doesn't taste quite as good. Anyway, that's enough for me. I'll call it self-perpetuating coriander, so you never need to buy any more. You've always got it. Now, also, if you haven't got a garden, you can grow it. You've got a balcony or something, you live in a flat, you don't have to have a massive pot like this, but you can grow a little pot like that quite easily. Anyway, I've got some cooking up here, some quick tips here, some DIYs down here. Until next time.